Welcome to my BIP LTM training series. The topic for this video is local traffic objects. In order to configure basic load balancing on the BIP, you can use the configuration utility inside of the local traffic management system. There are many different types of objects inside of the local traffic management system, and all of these objects have many configurable parameters inside of them. The most basic objects in order to configure load balancing are virtual servers, pools, and nodes. They all rely on each other, and without one another, load balancing wouldn't function. Virtual servers receive incoming client traffic, and the BIP load balances those requests to the servers on the backside, which are defined inside of the pools. Inside each local traffic object, there are numerous settings that you have either the option to manipulate or use default. Next, I wanted to give you a brief overview of what each local traffic object does. So over on the side panel, you can click on local traffic to expand the local traffic management system. The network map option is a very useful tool, especially for environments that have a lot of VIPs that are created, and the client wants to know real fast how the VIP they are referencing is constructed. It's a visual representation and breakdown of each VIP on the BIP LTM. Virtual servers is where all the configuration information regarding your VIPs is stored. The virtual server is the VIP, or virtual IP address, that the clients use as the website. This is the profile screen. Profiles are what you would need to configure if you wanted to establish persistence or SSL termination, for example. An iRule is a script that's used to view and manipulate application data and payload requests for traffic traveling through the BIP LTM. Next is pools. Pools are going to be the resources for VIPs. This is what you would use to group all of your potential servers together and establish your load balancing algorithm within it. Nodes are the IP addresses of the servers that you're going to use. You cannot add a member to a pool before you add the node to the load balancer. Monitors are configured as the health checks on the BIP LTM. This is what your LTM would use in order to determine if a host is in a healthy state and it can receive production traffic. Traffic classes can be configured to help you classify traffic based off of a set of defined criteria. Once it's applied, it can help you regulate that specific flow of traffic that you defined. This is the address translation page. Address translation is where it can get a little bit tricky for most people. In certain scenarios, there's times where the BIP may need to load balance to a member that's not directly connected to it. So in those scenarios, you would solve for that by using a SNAT. This is the section where you would set that up. DNS express zones and DNS caches are both going to be when you want to influence how DNS traffic is processed as it traverses your BIP. We'll do a deep dive into that later on in this series. Well, thank you for your attention. Please make sure to click the link in the description to see the entire BIP LTM training series. Please leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section below.